Yeah.
Oh.
So you're gonna have to move.
I'm not moving.
You got it.
Like this is James's seat.
She can be the comment. No, he'll probably stand right here.
I can scoot down.
He'll
You can
stand
sit
right
here.
here.
Scoot down. Go on, get.
Go on. Yeah.
Y'all are gonna have to commentate this until he gets over here.
Oh no.
Rachel's debut.
Hey, Mom and Dad. For the fans at home.
It may take a second to like go on YouTube.
Maybe we do that on purpose.
Psych them out.
Let's warm up like complete dog shit across the board. Yeah, well, no.
Yeah, psych it out.
Hey, keep your eyes up.
Yeah,
These girls aren't very good at walking.
It's on the TAV. Yeah, it's on TAV.
Kobe!
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 They weren't able to use the iPad.
What's the game plan? Hey, but the Texans, they didn't find out what they want to do. What did they do?
Lily! Where are you at?
They put up 20 points.
Do not look down.
I didn't think they were going to beat Detroit. Yeah. They did, so. Who are they playing? Yeah, this is divisional game. Remember, that's always been a rivalry. They had teams every season that were always on Marquette. He would put at least 3 touchdowns. Always. I remember that Harrison wouldn't have anything, maybe a touchdown, and then every fourth quarter, they'll put up 2 more. They were always good.
Hey, y'all were supposed to stop that. Oh, press it! Yeah.
My ball, the rough court, man.
You okay? Let me see, is it bleeding?
Yeah,
You want to go to the thing and get some alcohol?
You're too busy talking and not paying attention.
Right. Where'd your phone go? Oh.
I'm like, I don't have my... Oh, Candy, Candy! Do you have your first aid kit? Candy's got her first aid kit, so we can at least clean it. We got a dad down. Dad down. Yeah.
Man down.
I have butterfly band-aid. Yeah. I just got those. Yeah.
No, the story changed.
I don't know how to do
You
it.
dove in front and
You
saved
start
it.
at one end and then you pull it.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, well, she has. Get the nurse. Get the nurse.
Is that what y'all need? One of these?
Yeah, clean it. You need an alcohol swab, and then a butterfly strip.
You need 3 shots, too.
There you go.
What's in my kit? I don't know.
And some Advil. She's probably gonna want that too.
Right? What hit you, the ball or this?
The ball hit the camera.
And then it hit,
Oh, and then the camera.
Oh, the phone hit you?
the tripod, yeah.
He dove
Asshole.
and saved the elderly person's life. And, you know, hey, we're gonna have a good story.
Okay.
Best in my kit.
Okay.
He was fighting off a pickpocketer in the street.
Exactly.
You see the other guy.
And the bullet grazed him, man.
Or the bullet missing, you cut
Damn.
with the knife, with the shank.
You think just a regular Band-Aid? You want a regular Band-Aid or a butterfly?
Regular one should be fine.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so what do I need?
Oh, way to go, Candy. You're late to the party. All right, 5 aces in a row.
Let's go, Lindsay.
Okay, 25. Oh, in the net.
first with the ball.
Go, Carla.
Oh, good. I got a perfect time. They did.
Yeah, Burger King won. Yeah, they went to 3. They pissed away the first set, but they whooped the shit out of them the last one.
Here's your commentary.
Matt should be on it. I gave Ashley a little thing.
He didn't give it to nobody.
Huh?
He didn't give it to nobody.
Where is she? I gotta find her.
She's over there.
Thanks. You don't see that on the serve very often.
It's like she was trying to dodge. Yeah, I tried to hold it with my feet when they go.
Matt, you want in on it or no? Oh no, it's good. I'll stand up and everything. There you go, Layla. Good swing, kid. All right, let me get this set up. That's too close. There you go, Lindsay. There we go. Timeout. All right, 8-2. 8-2. Let me get everything set up now. Yeah, water. All right, I'm golden. Jerry got his set up back here too. Where'd Jerry go? Hey, there you go, Jerry. I like it. That's smart. I'm not gonna say shit about it. That's not my fault. I was gonna say on those. I like it though. Joe, say something. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah.
I'm saying
It's smart.
the air up there is different.
Yeah.
So he got a different vantage point. I would have never thought to look up there.
Yeah. It must be nice for Jerry, right? All right, 3-point there for TAV. As it's 9-2 now in the out of rotation. Sorry, it took me a minute to get over here. My middle daughter, Berkeley, playing on 13 black. They took that one in 3 sets. So they're 1-0 on the day. Back to serve right now, Carla Rodriguez. It's 9-2 here. As we've got Presley Anderson, Carla Rodriguez, Lindsey Streams in the back row. In the front row, Lily Varga, Layla Gary, and Peyton Fisher. That one just goes a bit too far outside of the court for Carla, as the libero swap will be on with Lily Hyun Lee onto the court. And we're playing the San Antonio Elite 161 Navy as Lily Hyun Lee with the serve there. Layla Gary with the out of system play. Over to Peyton Fisher, hits that one into the net. As it'll now be 9-4 the score. TAV up by 5. As that ball sent over at Lily Hyun Lee right there. LeBron handles it well. Presley Anderson with the pass. Excuse me. Big swing from Lily Varga there, as she will get her first kill since I've been here at least. 10-4 now the score. Oh, I like his camera. Guy over here has a really cool camera.
And checking in for the first time today, Sydney Keys, number 85. She's a new addition to the team. I'll have to build her player profile here in a minute. As that ball set up over to the right side. Lily Kinley with a good read, pushing over to her right. Sydney with a good set over to Peyton Fisher. Big swing there from Fisher. As that one's going to be pushed over to the outside for San Antonio Elite. Keys with a good play. Out of system play from Kinley to Fisher. Fisher with a little offbeat hit. Tries to pull the string for the changeup, and that one's pushed over the top. Touch well from Varga as Peyton Fisher again with another swing, trying to feed Peyton to get her going here this morning. And it's pushed over to the outside. Touched by TAV and over and out as it's now going to be 10-5. Jessica Garcia into the front row now with Lily Varga and Peyton Fisher. That ball passed up. Good play over there. Going to the outside for Garcia. Tries to throw it up. Kicks it in. As we're going to get a lift call from the ref from the R1. As it is now 10-6. TAV up by 4. In the back row right now, Lily Henley, Sydney Keys, Presley Anderson into the front. As that one goes to Peyton Fisher. Presley Anderson tracking it well. Finds that a free ball is going to be sent over here by Garcia. Up high and over the net. TAV getting set back up in their base defense. Over in transition now. Good dig there from Presley Anderson. With a good swing there from Peyton Fisher after the set from Keys. Pushes Fisher back over the top end. That's going to be 4 touches on the San Antonio Elite side. Putting TAV back on the board. A great dig there from Presley Anderson to keep the ball up after a hard hit. As checking in now will be number 53, Addison Slice. Into the front row as Presley Anderson will take a much-deserved break. She'll join Jessica Garcia and Lily Varga in the front row as Peyton Fisher goes back to serve. And we're going to get another free point here for TAV. San Antonio Elite, for the second time in the last 5 points, is called out of system there. As TAV always welcomes the free points. And Peyton Fisher back to serve right now. With Lily Henley, the libero in the white. Sydney Keys in the yellow shoes over there. She's a new addition of a setter after the injury to Grace Galeno-Cohen, who we should get an appearance from today as we saw Joe and Christine last night. And it's a much welcome sight seeing Grace being healthy and getting to see Joe and Christine again as that ball sails just a bit too far outside of the court. As that'll give San Antonio a lead another point. It's 12-7 now. TAV up by 5. Going to get to the first action here from Madison Slice. Over on the outside as this one's pushed over to Peyton Fisher. Setter going to go quick over the top on a dump. And there's a kill for Sydney. I got to figure out how to get her both onto this. And back to serve now, Lily Varga. As number 99, Lily Varga. Big introduction to the team last tournament as she was an instrumental part of that with Peyton Fisher passing over to Keys. Over to the right side now for Garcia. Good swipe over the top there. Gives TAV another kill. (14-7) now into the front row. Big red, number 24, Jordan Neal. And back to serve now as Lily Vargas back to serve on the middle swap. Where is she? And another good point there for TAV as it's 15-7 now. Stats on this one of the top performers going to be a little messed up as I got over here late again watching my other daughter as they took the first one. A lot of TAV constituents here. Lily Vargas serve hits the top of the tape and rolls down on the wrong side of the TAV net. But a lot of TAV teams, TAV 16 black, the top team for the 16-year-old age group, takes their first game in 2 sets. A bunch of other TAV teams roaming around. As Carla Rodriguez checks back in with the libero jersey on. Running 2 liberos here. This tournament, after the last tournament, we're running 1 setter, 1 liberos. This one, Key's going to go over to the right side as Garcia is unable to swipe that. Gets a double called on her. 15-9 going to be the score now. And right on time, in a gray sweater over on the sideline, Grace Galino-Cohen shows up. Going to be the heartbeat for this team for the rest of the season. As San Antonio Elite getting ready to serve. Little lineup check there from the R2. As that ball's put over, Addison Slice stays charged. Key's going to go to Big Red Jordan Neal with a big swing. And that'll stay on the San Antonio Elite side. A kill for Jordan Neal. As checking in now will be number 17, Lindsey Streams, to set. And into the front row will be number 4, Layla Gary. Lindsey Streams worked her tail off in the last tournament as the only setter on the court. As this one, she's going to get a bit of a break. We're running 2 setters, and we've got a little bit of room. Peyton Fisher plays that one up. Streams going to go over to the right side. Off the net there is Layla Gary. Swings across the court. Keeps it up from San Antonio Elite as they'll come from a free ball over. Transition defense. Carla Rodriguez with a diving play. Put over for Layla Gary again from Streams. A great play from Carla Rodriguez. As the assist from Streams and the kill from Gary. What a defensive effort from Carla Rodriguez, who was all over the court in the last tournament. Doing much of the same here, earning that libero jersey this time. As Streams is set up back to serve. Streams with a good one that big front of the top. Jordan Neal right there at the net. And we're going to get him over the net. Call back row attack. As that's another free point for TAV. 18-9 now the score. And San Antonio Elite trying to make the argument that Jordan Neal's long arms are over the net, affecting the play, I'm sorry. As the girls will get a little break in action. As TAV has traveled well for this one. A lot of parents, a lot of teams showing support for each other here. As we've seen a lot of the tiny tots, as there's been some kids that look about like my 8-year-old does on the court. It's real cute to see. San Antonio Elite still arguing their case with the R1. As Jordan Neal never actually made a play on the ball. Ball was touched by the setter over the net. As 18-9 going to be the score. Lindsey Streams back to serve. Another good dipping serve there. Oh! As Layla Gary mistimes that one. 3-point going to go to San Antonio Elite. Wanted the happy birthday shot. Got to be a little bit taller for that one. Good looking hair, though, from number 4 today. That ball served over. Carla Rodriguez and Peyton Fisher fighting over it. As that one sails out of bounds. 18-11 now going to be the score. In the front row, Big Red Jordan Neal. Product of Grand Oaks High School along with Addison Slice on the court. That one from Carla Rodriguez to Streams. Going to go quick to the middle there. Big long arm of Jordan Neal. Tried to swipe that one down. Out of system play from San Antonio Elite. Hits it across the court at Lindsey Streams and unable to keep it up. It's 18-12 now. That one sent over Rodriguez. His ball goes over the net. That's going to be a free ball kill for Carla Rodriguez. As it's 19-12 as it stands. Into the front row now, Peyton Fisher, number 26. Number 4, Layla Gary, and number 24, Jordan Neal. Back to serve, number 3, Addison Slice. As that ball dips over to the right side. And Addison Slice going to be credited with an ace here. And we'll get a timeout from San Antonio Elite. As 20-12 is the score here in the first set. A lot of crazy things going on in college football this season. As your college football playoff semifinals are set up, it's going to be the Indiana Hoosiers against the Oregon Ducks. And the upset side of the bracket, Ole Miss is going to be taking on, Ole Miss with the upset over Georgia the other night, vaults them into the semifinals as Ohio State was also upset. Texas Tech, the big loser of the weekend, as Lily Ken Lee will swap in at the libero position as Addison Slice puts this one over. Looking for 5 here, as that's going to be out of system for San Antonio Elite. Put over the top. Addison Slice with a good pass. Lindsey Streams over the right side again for Layla Gary with a big swing. Tools it off the block there. Caller Timber, Toolman Taylor. As Layla Gary with another kill. After a good set from Streams and a perfect pass from Slice, who's up to serve again. That one makes the libero work over to her right there. Big swing over the top. Finds just the only open part of the court on the TAV defense as it's 21-13. And trotting up to check in, number 19, Presley Anderson, the product of Klein Oak High School. She'll be checking in for Addison Slice. Get some back row action here. As this one goes right at Lily Hunley. Perfect pass. Stream's going to go quick to the middle for Jordan Neal. Big swing. Tipped up by the block there, but unable to be kept up by San Antonio Elite. As it's now 22-13. TAV looking to secure 3 points. As we'll have a middle and libero swap coming into the back row to serve is Carla. And into the front row is going to be number 99, Lily Varga. And that was just a bit too far outside of the court for Carla Rodriguez. 23-14 going to be your score. San Antonio lead up to serve. Puts this one over into the middle, right at Presley Anderson. Stream's got all kinds of options there. Gary somehow keeps his ball up and over, a little outside. Lily Varga right there uses those long arms as she will be credited with the kill. 23-14 now. Patrolling the net, securing the great wall of TAV. As again, checking in now into the front row. Into the back row will be number 85, Sydney Keys. And into the front row will be number 9, Jessica Garcia. As that ball served up by Sydney, put over to the right side. Step back over the right, outside, right at Peyton Fisher. Peyton Fisher with the dig. Key's going to go to the right side for Garcia. Just a little too low for her as Garcia swings that one into the net. Point's going to go over to San Antonio Elite, 23-15. Put up over to the outside, right side again for Peyton Fisher. Over to the outside for Garcia. Garcia rolls this one over after the high set from Keys. Pushed over to the outside, out of system from San Antonio Elite. That ball might be in the Alamo, hit outside of the court. 24-15 as TAV is looking for their first set point of the game. And tips up as Addison Slice will check in for Presley Anderson. Back to serve now, number 26, Peyton Fisher, looking to set us up to take the first set here. Fisher with a good ball over the top, pushed up into the middle, out of system play coming here, as that'll be a swing off the net, right at Keys, pushed over, out of system set from TAV from Lily Young-Lee. Addison Slice with a hard swing there, finds an open seam, and 25-15 going to be your final in the first set, as the kill from Addison Slice will end set number 1, 25-15 the score. And we'll be back here in a moment. Because everyone forgot their tripods, sorry. So we've been scrambling, but that's why here. Everyone was messed up. Yeah, it's on Layla's phone back there. Here, we just do it. We'll just keep this one for this game, and we'll do that one for the next one. We just started going. Here, hold on. I'm going to go raise this thing up. I'll be right back. Oh, it don't. Just the clips everywhere is the best. The clips everywhere. Yeah, but we've been streaming it off of Layla's phone. Hey, man. Yeah. Connect. Damn, that thing looks fancy. That's pretty cool. That's the one. That's the one, the stationary one, right? Yeah. Oh, you can put it on it. All right, cool.
Got like 20-something hours with it.
Nice.
I didn't charge it because it's phone charge.
Hell yeah. Ugh. All right, we'll grab my bag.
Just plug and play to connect.
Yeah, okay.
Bluetooth, so you just put it by it.
And it should work it. Okay, cool. Did Blair do good this morning? Blair did good this morning?
I had a rough
Well,
All right, getting set up here for set number 2. Excuse me. As we'll see some new faces onto the court. Getting set up here, your starting lineup for your TAV 16 Blue Girls in the front row. Number 17, Lindsey Streams in the middle. Big Red. Number 24, Jordan Neal. On the right side, going to be number 4, Layla Gary in the back row. Number 10, Alton Wascom. Number 7 in the white jersey, Carla Rodriguez at libero. And rounding it out is going to be number 3, Addison Slices. That ball served into the net. Free point there for TAV. As checking out already will be number 10, Alton Wascom. Coming in to serve will be number 19, Presley Anderson. Presley Anderson with a good serve there. That one goes down for an ace for Presley Anderson. Tagger with it, number 2. The second point of the game. Don't miss it. There's just too many people walking back there. I couldn't see half the time. And number 19, Presley Anderson, up to serve again. Puts another ball, same spot. Little different result there from San Antonio Elite. Set up over to the right side there. Carla Rodriguez with the dig. Going over to the outside now for Addison. Slides with a big swing. Tries to tear off the block there. As no touch called there. As the big block there kept up from Layla Gary. Unable to be kept there. Doesn't get inside of the court as it's 2-1 now. Good swing from Addison Slice there. And a good up from Layla Gary. Just not in the right spot as that ball's pushed over from San Antonio Elite. Rodriguez the stream. Jordan Neal with a big swing there. And kept up somehow by San Antonio Elite. Layla Gary takes charge. Stream's going to go again in the middle, trying to feed the beast. And she does so as that one goes down for the Big Red in the middle, as it's now 3-1 after a good kill from Jordan Neal. As back to serve now, Carla Rodriguez checking into the front row. Number 99, Lily Varga. As Carla Rodriguez puts a good one up, and that one's pushed over to the outside. Free ball sent over. Carla Rodriguez with the dig on it. Stream's going to go over to the outside for Addison. Addison with a good tip. Has the right back sprawling around as that one's over to the outside. Carla Rodriguez, another good dig there. Stream's going back to our outside. Addison slides. And that's just a bit too far outside of the court as it'll be ruled out. 3-2 the score now. As now checking, it'll be Lily Hyun Lee at the libero on the libero swap. Middle swap happened right before that with Lily Varga coming on for Jordan Neal. So right now in your back row, you got Lily Hyun Lee, Presley Anderson, and Addison Slice. Into the front row, Layla Gary, Lindsey Streams, and Lily Varga. A couple of new hairdos from the girls this morning as well. Layla Gary rocking the braids into a bubble braid. Lindsey Streams with the braids into a bun. Lily Varga got the pigtails with the braid going. Addison Slice and Presley Anderson just rocking a low ponytail. And Lily Hyun Lee with a low ponytail. Looks like it's braided as well. As right now we've got a lineup check and a serving check from San Antonio Elite. And we're set up, ready to go again. R2's ready, R1's ready. Substitution coming on for San Antonio Elite. As TAV takes the first set in this one, looking to close it out in 2. And again, R1 actually coming down as a long pause in play here. As it's a lineup check, as the R2 coming to confer with the R1. As Addison Slice making her way over to the huddle late. Yeah, all about the vibes here. I saw Green over there. Oh, really? Second game? Pretty cool. And a long pause here as the R2 is going back over to confer. As checking at the table, and we're good set up to play now. As 3-2 the score, we're back set to go. San Antonio Elite sends that one out. A little too much power on that one. It's going to be 4-2. TAV up by 2. And we'll get our first double substitution as Lindsey Streams will come off for Jessica Garcia. And into the back row now, serving will be number 85, Sydney Keys. Sydney with a good ball over in the middle. That one unable to be handled by San Antonio Elite. That's going to be an ace for Sydney Keys. 5-2 now. As that one's pushed up over into the middle. Tight to the net there. As that one will be set over, pushed over the top. Keys over into the middle. Hyun Lee out of system. Set up for Addison Slice with a tip of her own over the top. As the libero tracks that for San Antonio Elite. Rolled over the top again. Slice with an overpass there. Happy birthday shot. Touched by Lily Hyun Lee. Unable to be kept up by TAV. 5-3 now going to be the score. Early morning here at the Convention Center. Girls had to be here at 7:30. As will be done in the AM way, the San Antonio Elite puts this ball in play. Presley Anderson passes out of system set there from Lily Hyun Lee. Free ball sent over by Addison Slice as they'll get set back up in their base defense. Transitioning over. Big touch off the block there. Lily Hyun Lee with a dig. It was a dig. As Addison Slice rolls that over the top. Pushed over to the outside for San Antonio Elite. Right back at Addison Slice. Little give and go action over there. Right side for Jessica Garcia. And we're going to get a touch call here. Line judge calls it out. R2 is calling it in. No touch there. So the R2 is right there on top of that call. He calls it in. Line judge is looking at it as Lily Hyun Lee will come over to get an explanation on it. Line judge called it out. And we'll see. The R1 is going to give that point over to San Antonio Elite as Lily Hyun Lee is looking for a touch. As there's no change in the ref's mind. 5-4 now the score. There's an unlucky bounce there. TAV looking for the touch, and it wasn't given. As that ball's pushed over the top right there. Lily Hyun Lee with a perfect pass. Key's going to go to set to the outside. Jessica Garcia with a big swing. And that one's dug out by San Antonio Elite. Pushed over the top. Trying to find the weak spot in the TAV defense with these tips. As this one's gone over to Jessica Garcia, who swings just a bit too far outside of the court as it's all tied up at 5 now here in the second set. San Antonio Elite multiple times now looking over here right behind where the outside hitter lines up and runs over in their transition for the defense as this one's pushed over to the middle for Lily Varga. Tries to swipe it over. So if you watch right behind Addison Slice, there's a soft spot in the defense and San Antonio Elite found it as it's now 6-5. It'll be interesting to see how the girls make an in-game adjustment to the tips that are trying to come and find the soft spot, almost like you're playing football into the zone. Good tip there from Jessica Garcia. Somehow kept up and alive by San Antonio Elite. Keys over to Varga. Varga with a good swipe over to the left side of the court there. Big tip over there, and just like we called it, 7-5 now the score. And again, San Antonio Elite trying to play the short game if you're a golfer. And that one sails outside of the court. Blue on the outside of the court today, as it's 7-6 now. Coming back to serve, number 53, Addison Slice. And checking into the front row is going to be number 10, Alton Wascom, as she'll get her first action into the front row of the second set. Slice sends that ball over the top. And that one's not handled well. Good for an ace from Addison Slice. As Addison Slice looking to do it again here. Pushed over to the left back that time. Going over to the outside. Middle tries to swing on top of it. Lily Hyun-Lee to Keys. Keys to Varga. Varga with a good down ball right there, as that one finds an open spot. After the assist from Sydney Keys, big kill from Lily Varga, as it is now 8-7. TAV back on top by 1. That ball sent just a bit too hot again by Addison Slice, as it's 8-8, all tied up again here in the second set. Oh, there's Jillian's mom. San Antonio Lee puts that one at Lily Hyun-Lee with a good job moving to her right. Push over the outside for Wascom. Wascom loads up big there, and Lily Varga with the happy birthday shot. Touched by the San Antonio Elite defender, but unable to be pushed over the net. As it's 9-8, TAV up, and we'll get a bunch of subs coming in on the libero in the middle swap. As Jordan Neal checks into the front row. Pushed over right there, right into the seam between Varga and Keys. As 9-9 now the score. TAV just can't seem to separate themselves. Carla Rodriguez checks back in with Jessica Garcia, Sydney Keys, and Jordan Neal into the front row. Alton Wascom, Addison Slice, and Carla Rodriguez in the back. Wascom a little offset pass there. This ball's just going to be put over the top, unable to be swung over by Sydney Keys. 10-9 now. TAV facing their first deficit of the game, as they're down by 1. That one sent over. Short ball taken by Addison Slice. Tipped up with one finger. And Jordan Neal unable to put that one in on the swipe to the left side. As 11-9 now the score. TAV trailing by 2. And right into the seam between Carla Rodriguez and Addison Slice. That ball goes. It's 12-9 now. TAV down by 3. Good opportunity for the girls to figure out how to stop the bleeding, drag themselves out of a hole here. As we saw it in the first tournament with a 15-point comeback, Jordan Neal keeps that ball up. Carla Rodriguez with the free ball over as TAV gets set back up in their base defense. Jordan Neal got a small hand to it as the middle from San Antonio Elite gets a kill as it's 13-9, and TAV is going to take their first time out of the second set. Coach Ashlyn Fitzgerald and Dia Garrett talking to the girls right now, hopefully figuring out, maybe giving them some pointers and some recognition on the scheme that San Antonio Elite was running there for a little bit. Finding that soft spot right over here on the outside corner of the court. TAV breaks the huddle first. And into the front row, number 85, Keys. Number 24, Neal. And number 9, Garcia. Into the back row, in the white jersey, number 7, Carla Rodriguez. Number 3, Addison Slice at middle back. And right there at left back, number 10, Alton Wascom. As San Antonio Elite will be serving across to the girls. That ball put right at Wascom. Good pass there as this one's over for Jordan Neal. Somehow kept up. And we're going to get a lift call from the R1 as that ball was lifted up and thrown over the top. Clips the net, rolls over, but the R1 calls the lift, giving TAV the point. As checking in to serve now will be number 17, Lindsey Streams, and into the front row will be number 4, Layla Gary. That ball put up. Good serve there from Streams. Over into the back row for a back row attack. Just a bit too far outside. Great for TAV, though, as it's 13-11. Narrows the score to 2, or narrows their lead to 2. And a great ball from Lindsey Streams. Not handled well from San Antonio Elite, as that'll give Lindsey Streams an ace. 13-12. TAV is now dwindled it down to 1 here. Lindsey Streams on the serving block looking to tie it up here for TAV. And that one hits the top of the net. Rolls on the wrong side of the court as it's now 14-12 for San Antonio Elite. As your TAV 16 Blue Girls will get a break after this, and they'll come back at 10:30, have back-to-back games, 10:30 and 11:30. As Addison slides with a good pass to Streams. Streams going to go to the outside for Layla Gary with a big swing there, tipped up over the top of San Antonio Elite. Streams going to look for the soft spot there on their own. Out of system play from San Antonio Elite. Big touch there. As Jordan Neal and Layla Gary had the block covered, it just squeaks through. As that point goes over to San Antonio Elite. A good swing there from Layla Gary from the outside. Somehow San Antonio Elite keeps it up as 15-12 now the score. Diving save there from Alton Wascom. Layla Gary on a tip of her own there. And that one goes down for a kill. Alton Wascom will be checking out for Presley Anderson, who comes in to serve. Presley Anderson, one of the longest running members on this team. She'll put this ball in play. A good shot. Doesn't find inside of the court. Looked like it clipped the back line just a bit too far. As that point will go over to San Antonio Elite. 16-13 now. TAV again down by 3. Into the front row now. Streams, Gary, and Neal. Back row is going to be Anderson on the right. Carla Rodriguez in the middle. And Addison Slice right here on the left. Good dig there from good passes. That ball's over to Jordan Neal. And Jordan Neal makes San Antonio Elite play with a perfect set from Lindsey Streams. As Jordan Neal gets her on the board. And we'll have our middle and libero swap. As coming in to serve is Carla Rodriguez. And into the front row will be Lily Varga, number 99. Rodriguez, a left-handed serve over to the middle back. Not handled well from San Antonio Elite. We'll get a free ball over. And we're going to get a 4-touch call there from the up ref. TAV likes 3 points. It's 16-15 again, down to 1 now. As the left-handed Carla Rodriguez right in front of the screen there, number 7. Puts it over the top. Good little top spin on that one into a hole. Kept up is Lily Varga. And we're going to get a net call after the happy birthday shot from Lily Varga. As Lily Hunley will check in now for Carla Rodriguez on the libero swap. San Antonio Elite in the navy blue, TAV in the royal blue, with their libero wearing red, our libero wearing white. As it's 17-15 for San Antonio Elite here in the second set. TAV again took the first set. Looking to close this one out in 2. Perfect pass from Presley Anderson. Going over to the outside. Slice does a good job adjusting her body. And we're going to get a touch call there. As a kill will go in the books for Addison Slice. And again, our double subs coming on. As Lindsey Streams will come out for Jessica Garcia and Sydney Keys coming in for Layla Gary. As Keys, number 85 in the yellow shoes, will be on the serving block. Looking to finally tie it up here. TAV keeps getting right at even and then not being able to close the gap. As Keys with a good ball at the libero kept up. We'll be out of system over here. Over behind the 10-foot line on that swing. Just a bit too far, and TAV ties it up now. Off of the ball that swung on the outside of the court. As into the front row, you'll have Jessica Garcia, number 9, number 99, Lily Varga, and number 3, Addison Slice. Once they break right there, Slice will go to the outside, and Garcia over to the right. Key sends this one outside of the court as San Antonio Elite is back up by 1, 18-17. R1 says we're ready to go, getting close to the end of this match. As San Antonio Elite puts that one in play. Lily Kinley with a good play there. Slice does a good job keeping that ball inside of the antenna there. Big high set there, pushed over, looking for that soft spot in the zone. Good job from Addison Slice. Keep that ball up as Presley Anderson right there with Addison Slice. And just a small miscommunication. Good job from Addison Slice defensively on that. (19-17). A little emotion on the sideline there from Coach Ashley Fitzgerald. Presley Anderson with out of system set. Slice with a good tip there. Right over the top of the block, and it's 19-18 after the kill from Addison Slice. Alton Wascom coming into the front row for Presley Anderson. Looking to get some action here as Addison Slice is back to serve. Good hot serve there out to the barrel. Pushed over into the middle. Big swing touch there. Good dig from Addison Slice. Keys keeps it up. Wascom just rolls it over the top to keep the play going. San Antonio Elite going to their outside. Good touch there again as Lily Kim Lee will get the credit for that dig. Over to the outside again for Wascom, who has to roll this one just a bit out of position. Is going over to the outside again for San Antonio Elite. That one finds the seam over by Lily Kim Lee as that point will go over to Lily. I'm sorry, that point will go over to San Antonio Elite as it's now 20-18. San Antonio Elite looking to push 5 here. And there's Grace Galino-Cohen making a presence felt on the sideline here. There's a good play there. Wascom does a great job keeping that ball over. And that'll be a double call from Jessica Garcia as 21-18 the score. 3 points not undoable here for TAV. San Antonio Elite puts that one over the top. Addison Slice tries to tomahawk that up. Wascom diving, can't keep it up as it's 22-18 now. As Peyton Fisher will check into the game for the first time this second set. As she'll be coming in for Addison Slice. San Antonio Elite looks like they found something they like here. As 22-18 now, TAV down by 4. San Antonio Elite looking to push 3. Fisher with a good pass there. Key's going to go up over to the right side for Garcia. Garcia with a big swing. As the setter going to go to the outside there again. Pushed over the top, rolls over the tape. Big joust there. Lily Varga with the win on it. And a free ball sent over. Comes over the top. Comes up by Keys and Alton Wascom. Great defensive effort from both of them. As that ball's rolled over the top. Lily can't leave with a good shot there. Keys going to go over to the outside for Wascom. Good tip there from the San Antonio Elite block. Pushed over to the outside. As that one's tipped up, Peyton Fisher does her best to keep it up. And Jessica Garcia, we're still going. And the up ref calls a double. Little late double there. As a great defensive showing there from the girls. Digs all over the place from Lily Kelly Lee, Alton Wascom, and Peyton Fisher. As TAV will take their second timeout. As a good defensive rally. Big win on the joust there from Lily Varga. Going up. Is it okay? Huh? Oh. You're just here watching. You're just here. Oh, we're finna fight. And TAV breaks the huddle here. Garcia, Keys, and Lily Varga on the front row. Peyton Fisher, Lily Kinley, and Alton Wascom in the back. As TAV is looking to narrow the gap right now. That ball goes just a bit too far outside of the court for San Antonio Elite. 3-point there for TAV as Jordan Neal going to swap back into the front row. And Lily Varga back to serve. Varga with a good ball, little top spin on it right at the middle back. Going to go over to the right side now. First time we've seen that one. Good job from Lily Varga to keep that up. Peyton Fisher out of system. Garcia keeps it up and in. And that ball just goes outside of the right part of the court. As it's 24-19. Set point as Carla Rodriguez comes right back in. 24-19. TAV down by 5. As San Antonio Elite puts that ball over. Wascom with a good pass into the middle. Key's going to go over to Neal. Neal with a good swipe over the top. Going to go to the outside for San Antonio Elite. Hot shot over the top. Outside on the blue part of the court. TAV now within striking distance. It's 24-20. Well, in case you're wondering, the bouncy house in the corner of the arena here, the convention center, is open if you want to take your kids over there. As Lindsey Streams with a good ball at the middle back. Setter's going to go up into the middle now, pushed over the top, looking over Alton Wascom with a good read on it. Streams dumps it over the middle, double dump right there. Layla Gary with a good job. Somebody's got to get the ball. Wascom with a good swing, and a high shot from Alton Wascom there. As Alton Wascom with a good swing there, as Lindsey Streams and Carla Rodriguez got a little tangled up, but Carla Rodriguez does a good job of putting that ball over to the outside. And Streams' ball finds a hole as moves the middle back over to her left, and the ace will go to Lindsey Streams, and that forces San Antonio Elite to take their second timeout here in the second set as it's 24-22. TAV right within, it's within their grasp here, as got to play perfect now, as they're looking to even it up at 24 to force the one and as TAV breaks the huddle now, again in the front row. Big Red, Jordan Hill in the middle. Number 4, Layla Gary, and Alton Wascom, number 10 in the front. And rounding it out, Lindsey Streams up to serve with Carla Rodriguez and Peyton Fisher in the back row. Streams with another good ball, moves him around, somehow kept up, and not over. 24-23, TAV knocking on the door here in the second set. As Coach Daya Garrett gives Lindsey the sign. Lindsey with a good ball up and over. A little sidewinder there. A lot of knuckle on it. And there's an ace that ties it up. 24-all. And San Antonio Elite going to max out their timeouts here as TAV has tied it up. Now they'll be looking to win it by 2 here. TAV did, yes. Go show her. Where's her mom? I was going to go show her mom that. I know her dad's back there. That's pretty funny. As TAV, after facing about a 6 to 7 point deficit, 6-7 if you're got some kids watching at home, has now tied it up here in the second set. Looking to close it out. Streams with another hot shot right there. Setter going to go dump over the top. Lindsey Streams does a good job to recognize that and dig it out. Pushed over to the outside, rolled over the top right there, right at Lindsey Streams. Rodriguez with a good read on it. Alton Wascom going to get a chance to swing. She rolls it over the top at the right back, or left back, I'm sorry. Dumped over the top as the middle again trying to find the same spot multiple times. Good job from Lindsey Streams there. Working her way over to her left to keep it up. San Antonio Elite. Oh, off the top of the head from Wascom. Got to use your head every now and again. As that ball ricochets off the block of Jordan Neal and pops out Wascom in the head. Peyton Fisher sprawls out to try to keep it up, unable to do so. So the advantage right now with San Antonio Elite. TAV going to have to even it up and then win by 2. Good serve there. Carla Rodriguez with a good pass. Streams going to have to keep it up. You're good. Layla Gary sends the free ball over. TAV going to get set back in their base defense. Going over to the right side. Wascom. Oh, Lindsey Streams. Hot shot there from the right side. Streams unable to keep that ball up as San Antonio Elite will take the second set. And we'll be fighting here for a third set.
I know.
Ooh, perfect. And I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. All right. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right, we're breaking here for the third set now as your TAV 16 Blue Girls are getting set up as they fought their way to a win in the first set. Evened it up here in the last set, in that former set, the second set. Just unable to pull it out there as now they'll get an attempt here. First going to be the 15 here, all mattering third set. And we'll get your starting lineup here in the front row. Number 4, Layla Gary. In the middle, Big Red. Number 24, Jordan Neal. On the right side will be number 53, Addison Slice. In the back row right now, Lindsey Stream's going to start it off the serve. Into the middle will be Carla Rodriguez at libero. And Peyton Fisher going to round it out at the left back spot as we are set up. TAV wins the coin toss as they will serve first. And Lindsey Stream's going to get a starter here. Big shot right there at the middle back. Pushed over to the outside from San Antonio Elite. And Streams touched that as Carla Rodriguez was already diving to her right. As that point will go over to San Antonio Elite. So TAV getting their first opportunity this year to play in the open division, which is where all of your elite top teams are going to be playing. Our 16 black team is also playing in the open division. TAV into a third set right now here in the open division. Streams keeps it up. Gary unable to get that one up high enough as it's 2-0 here in the second set. As the ball came trickling across the court there. And San Antonio Elite looking to increase their lead. And that's a short serve. Carla Rodriguez does a good job diving to the forward spot. Going over at the center right there. Out of system. Going to the outside there for Addison Slice. Good swing there. Tipped off the top of the block. As rolled over the top, Carla Rodriguez takes charge. Stream's going to go over to the outside again for Slice. Slice with a good tip. Reads it well from San Antonio Elite. The libero with the back row attack. As that's pushed up over to the right side for Layla Gary, who throws one over the top. Unable to find any green grass there. Court, and unable to be kept up by Peyton Fisher. 3-0. San Antonio will lead up. Now the lead for San Antonio will lead as this one from Addison Slice. Streams does a good job of keeping up off the net, but can't keep it inside of the court. 4-0 now. As TAV seemed to have been firing on all cylinders to start this one out in the first set. And there's the big red Jordan Neal, unable to keep that ball over the court. trying to go quick to the middle as TAV will take a timeout. Very fast-paced action right there for those first 5 points. As maybe Coach Ashton telling the girls, hey, take a breather, play at your own pace. You got to control the pace of the game. A lot of dirty spots on the court already. As San Antonio Elite 161 Navy breaks the huddle first as TAV coming out of the timeout down 5. As Layla Gary's been pulled back to pass on this one. Pushed over in the middle for Peyton Fisher. A good job there. Going over to big red Jordan Neal again into the middle. Kept up by San Antonio Elite. Ribeiro does it out of system there. Slice to stream. Streams to Neal. Right into the top of the tape and unable to be kept over on the wrong side of the net. 6-0 now the score. Six nothing now here in the third set. TAV down, looking to get something on the board here as it's pushed over to the right side for Addison Slice. Rolled over the top. Swiped over from the middle from San Antonio Elite. Go to the outside again for Addison Slice with a big swing there. And no touch is called there as that ball is outside of the court. 7-0 now. Little help from the R1 there for Layla Gary. And it's going to be an out of rotation call. So called out of rotation there, TAV. So 8-0 now the score. Dumped over the top from Lindsey Streams. San Antonio Elite keeps that one up. Peyton Fisher with a good pass over the top from Lindsey Streams, and we're gonna get a back row attack call there. I was trying to get an explanation here. So the R1 saying that Lindsey touched the ball before it touched the other side of it. As 9-0 now the score, nothing going right for TAV in this third set. As we get another timeout call here from TAV as it's 9-0. She said that when Lindsey stuck her hand up, it touched her finger, touched the other side, touched the block, and then came back and touched it. Lindsey told her I didn't touch her finger. And I can't argue with the ref. That's what Lindsey was saying. So still some hope here. I believe in miracles. As it's 9-0 now here. First to 15 is going to win this third set. As that ball served over the top, and TAV finally on the board, 9-1 now. After that ball sails outside of the court, and going back to serve will be number 3, Addison Slice. Just an odd third set right here. Very fast-paced to begin. Slows it down as Addison Slice puts that ball over. And we're going to get an out-of-rotation call on San Antonio Elite. Maybe a little give back there from the R1. As Addison Slice up to serve again. 9-2 now the score. That ball's put into play. Good spot in the middle. The barrel handles it well. Puts the setter out of system, though. That ball swung over the top. Good job from Lily County Lee to keep that ball in. Peyton Fisher with a big swing. And no touch. Ball Found a good seam, but unable to be kept in. As it's 10-2 now. As Presley Anderson will check in for Addison Slice. So again, just an odd sequence of plays here in the third set. Kind of gotten TAV out of rhythm. As that ball with the top spin, Peyton Fisher takes charge. Set over to the right side for Gary. Gary with a good swing. Block kept up from Neal. Lindsey Streams with a great job to keep that up. As Jordan Neal with a block of her own, and we're going to get a happy birthday shot from Jordan Neal. Rolls it over the top. As we're going to get reset into transition there. Put over to the right side there. Presley Anderson out of system. Going over to Clinton Fisher. As Fisher leaves a free ball over the top. Pushed over to the right side from San Antonio. Huntley unable to be kept up. 11-2 now the score. But a great job from Peyton Fisher and Jordan Neal off of the block of Jordan Neal to keep the ball up, and Lindsey Streams to shoot it over from about 5 feet behind the back line. About 11-2 the score now. Fisher with a perfect pass. Streams with a dump over the top. Good job from the right back to cover that. Right side going to take a big swing. Streams with a good dig. Young Lee going to go to the outside for Fisher. Fisher with a good swing and finds a good spot. As Peyton Fisher puts TAV back on the board and makes it an 8-point game, 11-3, as Carla Rodriguez will check in. And Lily Varga as well on the middle and the libero swap. So again, back to serve in front of the screen right there. Number 7, Carla Rodriguez. She puts a good little top spinner from the left side over there. Setter going to go to the right side. Pushed up, and that one's going to be a bit too far. Right at Christine. As TAV narrows it to 7 now. Got to get a run started right here. As Rodriguez puts another good ball in. Libero keeps that up. Lily Varga tips it perfectly down into a good spot. As Lily Varga with the kill. As again, some momentum may be shifting here, 11-5. Good ball there from Rodriguez again. Libero on libero crime. Pushed over to the outside. Big swing there. Touched off the block from Varga. And Peyton Fisher tries to get to it, but unable to do so. It's 12-5 now. As Lily Kinley will check back in defensively for TAV. So Gary, Streams, and Varga in the front row. Kinley, Anderson, and Peyton Fisher in the back. That one's put over at Fisher with a good pass over to Streams. Going to go to the right side for Layla Gary, who rolls one again over the top. As that one's pushed over to the outside. Double block there. And that one's out. Unable to be kept in by San Antonio Elite. TAV again squares it in half. 12-6 now the score. As Sydney Keys will check in. And this ball set up right there. So Sydney will be set, and Lindsey Streams up on the right side here to hit. Lindsey setting. Little miscommunication from the girls there. As we've got 2 setters on the court right now in Streams and Keys. Presley Anderson tries to keep this one up. Good job from Lily Varga. Peyton Fisher with a good swing right there. And that's going to go down. TAV back on the board. 13-7 the score. Out of subs. So low on subs is the report over, as Addison Slice may be the last one in to get Presley Anderson out of the front row. Oh. So Ashley lied to me. Young Lee with a good job taking charge there. Going to go to the outside for Slice. Slice with a good tip, kept up by the middle. As TAV gets the point there. As again, Streams, Slice, and Varga in the front row. Fisher, Hyun Lee, and Keys in the back. Peyton Fisher up. Good ball over the top. Little top spin on that one. Tries to dive it right down at the knees. Big swing there. Oh, and touched by Lily Kenley as it's 14-8. San Antonio Elite looking for their first match point. TAV going to get the opportunity to swing. Fisher with a perfect pass. Going to go quick over the top. Dumped up as it's shot over the right side. Keys with a good job there. Going to the outside for side. Slice with a big swing. Kept up by the libero. As that one's pushed over to the outside. Inside of it. And right through the block of Lily Varga and Lindsey Streams. And TAV will drop the third set. As that'll do it. TAV wins the first one. Loses the next two. As again, we'll be back here in a little bit. I got to go watch another game. And then we'll be back here in about an hour for TAV's next game. Oh, it can hear. No, if I've got this, you're good.
Okay.
Like if that's plugged in.
If this is plugged in, you're good.
Oh.
Oh, hold on.
If this isn't plugged in, they hear all of it.
Here we go.